Welcome to Top Best Picks. The best RE PS4 Games is probably one of the most iconic survival horror franchises in gaming history, offering a thrilling blend of intense action, puzzle solving, and spine-chilling horror. From the classic tank controls and pre-rendered backgrounds of the original Resident Evil to the more modern, action-oriented gameplay of Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil Village, the series has consistently delivered terrifying experiences that have captivated players for decades. This video will explore the best Resident Evil games available on the PS4, helping you decide which terrifying adventures to embark on next. Number 5. RE3 PlayStation 4. Get ready to return to Raccoon City in this modernized classic. Experience the terror up close with an over-the-shoulder camera and updated controls. See the outbreak from a new perspective as Jill Valentine fights for survival. Her journey intersects with the events of Resident Evil 2. It's a terrifying journey filled with nail-biting exploration and gripping puzzles. Prepare for chilling encounters and horrific scares. This survival horror game ratchets up the intensity. Experience the fear and fight for your life in this thrilling adventure. Jump into online multiplayer action. Enjoy cooperative and competitive gameplay in this 4 vs 1 asymmetrical experience. What we like. It's a modernized classic with updated gameplay and a thrilling multiplayer mode. If you are looking for a nostalgic yet fresh survival horror experience with online options, this is the one for you. It blends classic horror with modern mechanics, perfect for both veterans and newcomers to the series. What people say. RE3 2020 is a remake of the classic 1999 PS1-era Resident Evil 3, Nemesis. This game sees the return of fan favorite, Jill Sandwich Valentine, who was least seen in 2012's Resident Evil Revelations for the Nintendo 3DS. This game, you play as Jill as you finally get to explore Raccoon City in the glorious RE engine. You will also play as UBCS soldier, Carlos Oliveira for 2 segments in the adventure. Resident Evil 3 Remake gives the fans a more well-received soundtrack consisting of tracks which remake classic tracks from the original soundtrack, more impressive enemy variety, and have protagonists Jill Valentine and Carlos Oliveira keep in contact with one another over a radio, thus making their growing bond come across much stronger and feel much stronger with great voice acting and chemistry. The dodge mechanic provides a much-needed gameplay addition to the intense situations the remake throws you into. The perfect dodge and the dodge counter, which can certainly prove to be an exciting challenge to master and UPS the critical damage tenfold, are extremely gratifying. Number 4. RE Village PS4. Continuing the story from Resident Evil 7, this game is a terrifying new experience. Prepare yourself for a journey into the unknown. It uses cutting-edge technology to create incredibly realistic visuals. You'll feel like you're truly in the village. Play as Ethan Winters and experience the horror up close. Every encounter will leave you breathless. Chris Redfield returns, but something's not right. Face off against both familiar and terrifying new enemies. Explore a mysterious village that's more than just a setting, it's a character in itself. Uncover its secrets and face your fears. The village holds many dark secrets. It's up to you to uncover the truth and survive the horrors that await. What we like. It offers stunning visuals and a terrifying first-person perspective. If you enjoy immersive gameplay in a chilling atmosphere, this game will keep you on the edge of your seat. The dynamic village environment and unexpected plot twists will leave you wanting more. What people say. The game had an incredible story and beautiful atmosphere you could get lost in. I enjoyed the variety the game offers, atmosphere, story, puzzles, collecting things, and the amazing graphics. The overall intricate and well-crafted levels were perfect. Always enjoy the several puzzles littered throughout the map with various keys scattered about. Number 3. RE4 PS4 Standard. Prepare to be amazed. It boasts stunning visuals and incredible special effects that will immerse you in the game. Experience intuitive and comfortable movement. The third-person perspective keeps you in the action without sacrificing control. Get ready for a terrifying encounter. You'll face hordes of grotesque creatures unlike anything you've seen before. These enemies are relentless. They're smarter and more coordinated than ever, using cunning tactics to overwhelm you. Test your skills. Play as your favorite characters and battle endless waves of enemies to achieve the highest score. Experience survival horror at its finest. It's a thrilling adventure filled with intense action and suspense. What we like. It's a legendary survival horror game with refined third-person gameplay and a challenging mercenaries mode. If you like classic survival horror with intense action and replayability, this is a must-have. The refined gameplay and iconic enemies make it a timeless classic. What people say. The suspense and action is literally almost non-stop. More career gamers who have been there and done that with all kinds of games their entire life probably didn't have the same reaction as me, but I was in a constant state of anxiety in a good way about all of the threats the game threw at me. The remastered graphics and textures look sharp and the control mechanics themselves run fluidly. Mostly the biggest challenge of the game for me was simply that you cannot walk/strafe while aiming. On PS4 the game looks and plays great at a constant 60 frames per second. Another positive aspect of RE4 is the wide variety of enemies and levels. This keeps the game from getting repetitive. Number 2. RE Origins Collection. Relive the terrifying events that started it all. Experience the chilling story that set the stage for the Resident Evil saga. It has been completely remade with stunning high-resolution textures. Enjoy the classic look with a modern upgrade. Team up with fan-favorite characters Rebecca Chambers and Billy Cohen. Their combined skills will be needed to survive the horrors ahead. Fight your way through hordes of undead and infected creatures. Test your survival skills in this thrilling adventure. It offers all original difficulty levels, plus a new very easy mode for newcomers. Choose the challenge that suits you best. This is where it all began. Prepare for a terrifying journey into the heart of the Resident Evil universe. What we like. It's a remastered collection of the original Resident Evil games with enhanced visuals and an easy mode. If you are a newcomer to the series or want to experience the origins of the Resident Evil universe with improved graphics, this is a great starting point. It offers a nostalgic trip for veterans and an accessible entry point for newcomers. What people say. These games are based on the amazing graphics on the Nintendo GameCube at the time, but in this HD remastered version the textures have been greatly sharpened to the point of rivaling most game graphics of the PS3 and Xbox 360 era. Resident Evil 0 is a fantastic game and is extremely over the top. In this game players control both Rebecca Chambers and Billy Cohen in a single-player cooperation. Resident Evil Remake HD Remastered is very similar to RE0 in its overhaul of graphics. The textures are so vastly improved, the lighting is enhanced, and the characters look a lot more detailed than before in this 1080p revamp. Number 1. RE7 Gold Edition PS4. Get ready for the complete Resident Evil 7 experience. This edition includes the main game and all the exciting DLC. It's finally here. Download the Not a Hero DLC for free if you own any version of Resident Evil 7. Play as Chris Redfield and face new threats. Uncover Zoe's fate in this shocking new DLC. Explore swampy areas and battle terrifying new enemies. After the events of the main game, Chris Redfield is back to face a new outbreak. This DLC offers a completely new experience. As a member of the new Umbrella, Chris and his team must develop a strategy to counter this terrifying new threat. Can he solve the mystery? Experience the full Resident Evil 7 story with the Gold Edition. Don't miss out on this terrifying adventure. What we like. It includes additional DLC content and a new storyline featuring Chris Redfield. If you are a fan of the Resident Evil universe and want more content, this is a perfect addition to your collection. The extra content expands the story and provides a different perspective on the events of the main game. What people say. From the moment I started playing, I was immersed in a game's creepy atmosphere, complete with creaky floorboards, flickering lights, and the constant sound of my own heartbeat pounding in my ears. The graphics are stunning, with every detail of the dilapidated Louisiana plantation captured in breathtaking detail. If anything, it felt much more like the older Resident Evils, the survival horror ones like 1, 2, and 3, much more than it felt like the later more action-filled games. Resident Evil 7 felt like survival horror again. Out of all the Resident Evils, Resident Evil 7 has truly made me jump out of my seat the most and kept me at the edge of my seat the most. It's fluent and it feels good to actually move like a normal person. Every Resident Evil game I have played has had one thing that plagues some of the enjoyment, and that is the controls. For the first time in Resident Evil, you feel super fluent with motion. The voice acting for this game is amazing, with all the emotions they get to come across to the audience with ease. You can find the Amazon purchase link in the description below. Hope this video can be helpful to you. Thanks for watching.